got to 100? Already?
I'll be the toast of the town, the girl on the go, and the type of pony every pony should know.
Thank you so much. I can't describe how this feels. I mean, I never thought I would get more than 50, like, ever. There are so many people I want to thank. I want to thank AMY Pony for accepting me to be on his podcast, even though I was a nobody. Thank you so much for seeing even just a smidgen of worth in me. Thank you. Thank you so much. And of course, I want to thank DigiBrony for accepting my friend request and giving me the courage to make these videos, as well as the power of the DigiBrony bump. Love you, Digi. I wouldn't be here without you. So, without further ado, as the title says, let's get to talking about pony racism. I've been watching a few videos on YouTube that talk about this subject, and I decided to throw my 2 cents in. I first came across this subject when listening to AMY Pony's podcast, where they talked about Applejack's all-Earth pony family. Well, except for them, but who really cares? And I think that I have the sexual know-how to be able to tell you exactly why something like this happens in a modern Equestria. We will start by talking about the main cities in Equestria, and of course, we have to start with Ponyville. Why Ponyville? Because it's the town that we see the most in the series, and from what we have seen, there are mostly Earth ponies there. Unless, of course, the other races are needed for a song number. And this makes a good deal of sense. Ponyville was founded by Earth ponies, as stated in Family Appreciation Day? Yeah, I think that was the episode. And it is very likely that Ponyville was a 100% Earth pony town for a good long while, which is why there are so many Earth ponies in this town, but also because it is very much a manual labor town. The only other mostly Earth pony town that we have seen is Appaloosa, but it's only been in 1 episode, so we can't really be sure if any other pony races have settled there yet. Now, on to the other main city that we see in the series, Canterlot. Obviously, unicorns win. The reason why unicorns are all over this place is because of the society. Unicorns are obviously supposed to be the high society of Equestria. But this is probably because of how much more they are recognized for their purity and beauty than the others, or at least as myths and stories seem to depict them. And also the magic has something to do with it. However, this does not mean that there are only unicorns in Canterlot. There are some Earth ponies and a few Pegasi, but they too are of high society. It is the Paris of Equestria. Next, we have Cloudsdale, 100% Pegasi. I wonder why. I can't see any reason for that. Seriously, if you were going to accuse one of the races of being racist, accuse the Pegasi. Because they live on clouds. No other pony can live on them. We have no idea if Las Pegasus is the same since we have never seen it, but we can assume that it has the same build as Cloudsdale. Now, with this information in mind, please consider the following. Let's talk about the things that we have learned about Equestria. We know that it is more likely that ponies will have babies with ponies of the same race. But this should not be shocking to any of us, since it's very likely that we came from same color parents. For ponies, it's not really important what color their coats are. What is important is whether they have wings, a horn, or neither. Let's start with the most infamous of pony families. The Apple family. The Apples, of course, are a family of only Earth oh yeah, her. And him. And these people. Of mostly Earth ponies. Let's look at a few pictures of the Apple family and see how many Earth ponies we can find. Okay, first off, I didn't even want to try because it's impossible. I swear, they seem to just pick ponies at random to put in this thing. I had to just pick the ones that showed up the most in order to count them as part of the family. Not counting the ones that Applejack named in episode 1. Okay, let's scrap the counting ideas and just assume that there are mostly Earth ponies in the family. We have to consider what the apple family does. They grow and harvest apples. Most of them. Almost all of them are earth-toned ponies, which helps us to associate them with the job that they do in Equestria. That, of course, is the only reason why they are colored that way. The show creator said so. There are a few odd colors that aren't apple or earth-toned, but they probably married into the family. You know, like him. Oh, hi, Turnip. Turnip? Turnip? That has nothing to do with well, he's a farmer, I guess. Moving on. Hey, look at all these blank flanks. And there's a Pegasus over there. And I think he's a mule. Are they even part of the family? Okay, enough with the apple family. It's just too confusing. Let's look at one of the other reasons why people think that ponies are racist. The Hearts and Hooves Day montage. In order to think about why there are mostly Earth ponies shown, we have to remember that in Ponyville, there are mostly Earth ponies. So it makes sense that the girls would show mostly Earth ponies. But then, this one could be a unicorn for all we know. This one could be a Pegasus. This one could be neither, we might never know. I've also heard that people say that they don't show interracial couples. Well, what about this one? And this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and most famously, this one. Even though that's not on Hearts and Hooves Day, but who really cares? I'm not sure if people neglected to look at these couples, or if they just assumed that they were the same race. But in the end, racism in Equestria doesn't exist. At least, that is what the show has depicted in all of the episodes in which couples can be seen. The only thing that seems to dictate what race of pony you will be with is where you live. Let me give you a full instance. If I were to be in Ponyville, I would more than likely find and fall in love with an Earth pony. If I were to go to Canterlot, I would more than likely end up with a high-class unicorn. I said high-class unicorn? That's better. I'm kidding, Digi. I'm kidding. You know you're my only choice. And if I were to go to Cloudsdale, I would fall off the clouds and die because I'm a unicorn and I can't walk on clouds. So in conclusion, we can see that there is no racism in Equestria. Any pony can be with any pony. Why don't you tell me what you think of pony relations? I'd love to read your opinions on the matter, so leave them in the comments, along with anything you might want me to talk about. Remember to like and subscribe, because that makes me happy, and gives me a reason to make more videos for you guys. If you want more pony awesomeness, please be so kind as to check out the channels of the bronies whom I hold very close to my heart. NY Pony, Digibrony, and of course Biter. I wouldn't have gotten to 100 without you guys. Thank you. Please continue to give your awesome opinions on ponies and life in general. Love you guys. So until next time, this has been Jade the Yoni Pony, and I'm not your mama's Pegasus sister.
You could go home, escape it all, it's just irrelevant. You could still be what you want to, what you said you were when I met you.
Yeah.
On a side note, anybody who can hear how weird I sound right now, it's because I've been having this weird allergy thing going on for like a week and a half, and it just won't go away. I was trying to control it the whole time, but I don't think I got it 100%, so Just thank you guys for being so patient, and I'm hoping to get the next video out a lot faster than this. So keep being awesome, and I'll see you guys next time.